Hello guys, this is Nick from HF Survival School. Thank you very much for joining me. So I just returned from a trip. It was a 3-day trip backpacking in the mountains. It was very fun, entertaining and quite hard. And the trip video is in the process of editing now. So until that is available, I thought I would give you a rundown of the gear which I had on my trip. And if you are watching this video in the future and the video is already available, please click the card here. So for this trip I got a new backpack. It is the Teton Sports Grand 550. It is a 90-liter backpack. I know it is quite big, but when choosing what to get, I went with this kind of logic. For this kind of 3-day or 4-day trips, a 70-liter backpack is the best. But because I don't have many backpacks, I decided to go with a 90-liter so that when I go on winter trips, when I will need a lot of space, this will be enough. And also when I will go on week-long trips, maybe if I go, also a 90-liter backpack will be better. It has a lot of space, and when going on this kind of short trips, yes, it is a few extra grams, a couple of hundred, maybe 200, 300 extra grams compared to the 70-liter backpack. But I think because I have to have a one backpack, it is better. So on the outside, it has this kind of small pack, which you can remove like this, as you see, and you can separately put this backpack, this small pack, around your on the front of your side or on the back as a small backpack. I usually I would recommend to put some toiletry in it, maybe, so that when you want to go to the toilet on the trail, you just remove this, put it on yourself, and to go to the side when you are with a small company, so that you don't carry your whole backpack. Or maybe you can also put some snacks in it, or anything that you think that will need a quick access like this. So under this pack I attached my huge sleeping pad, which is the Thermarest Redressed So Light. It is the large version, because I'm a large guy, I need the large version. As you see, it is very bulky, so I had to improvise and attach it like that. And I didn't have any problems of it coming undone or catching anything on the sides. So that is a great way to carry your pad with attaching this small pack over it. So on the sides it has two pockets. On one pocket I had my water bottle, which takes half liter of water, and on my other side I had my camera with my tripod, but that is over there now. So I have my trekking poles in it. So the trekking poles I was using is made by Alpine Summit. It's a small company who makes trekking poles. They have a few options, and they are aluminium. I went with the aluminium because they are more heavyweight than the carbon trekking poles, but they are more durable. So I went with them because of that. They have cork handles, so that when you use it a lot, it will have your print of your fingers, and it will be more comfortable. And I have to say that with this cork handles I didn't have also any blisters. On the bottom it also came with this big, very huge tips, rubber tips, to have good grip on it, and I walked my whole trail with them. It was 45 kilometers, so as you see there's no wear at all, so it worked great. And also they did not collapse or anything while I was walking with them, and I have to say that they saved me from falling quite a few times. When I slipped or when I turned my ankle, they helped a lot to not fall down, and I was pushing on it with my whole weight, and it didn't collapse. So I can recommend these trekking poles, and for the price, for $50, they are quite not bad. Now in this pack I personally had my headlamp, cheap headlamp, some guidelines for my tent or tarp, and a small power bank to charge my phone, and maybe charge batteries of my camera. So that's all what I had on the outside of the pack. As you see, I'm very happy with this pack, because it is very well thought through. This it has like this big pocket, big zipper on front, so that you can go in the main compartment, and also on the sides, and that helps a lot. Now on the back side, of course, it has an aluminum frame as all backpacks do of this size. It has very nice padding. It has a small whistle, and it has a small pocket here on the waistband, so that you can put anything you want, maybe GPS, or I had my trail mix in it. Now on the top it has a pocket, and in this pocket is a poncho. This backpack comes with this poncho. It is a Teton Sports poncho, and this was also my raincoat. So because it came with this, it had double purpose, so that's a plus for me. So I didn't have to carry an extra rain jacket. This could cover me from rain, cover my backpack from the rain, and also if I needed an emergency shelter, this would also do that great. So that is a plus when buying this backpack. So I think that's it, and now let's go and look inside. Now from the outside, on the bottom side, as all backpacks do, it has a place for your sleeping bag. So let's open it. In this pocket I have my down jacket. This was the only long sleeve item that I had. Nice down jacket which compresses like to nothing, and it doesn't weigh anything. And also this doubles as a pillow at night in this small pouch. I zipped it up like this, and now I had a pillow. For sleeping bag I was using my Teton Sports Trailhead plus 20 Fahrenheit sleeping bag, which is rated for -5 Celsius, and I have been in this sleeping bag in like -2 or 3 Celsius, and also in very rainy and windy weather, and it worked very great. And for this trip it was really a good option because it was not that cold. It was like +10 Celsius, so in this bag I was not cold and I was not hot, and that's what it matters. And also my friend, which I met on the trail, my Egyptian friend, he also had a Teton Sports sleeping bag. So when two random people meet on the trail and they both have the same sleeping bag, that says something for sure. Now let's go inside. So this backpack has all kinds of straps all on the sides, so you can attach many kind of gear. On top it also has this kind of small compression strap, or whatever it is called, to hold your cordage, as I know it is for mountaineers. So let's open it up from this side. So first I had my camera bag with some extra batteries and extra memory cards. Then I had my pot, a simple pot. As you see, it needs a little bit more cleaning, and it doesn't weigh that much. It is stainless steel, and this is the only pot I had, so I carried this. I removed all of the small pans which it comes inside because I didn't need it. Now one thing I forgot, it was ready on the table but I forgot it, and it was this kuksa. Because other than the pot I didn't have any kind of cup. I left my decided to left my stainless steel cup because it was extra weight and take this kuksa, but I forgot it, and that's why I was not able to drink the tea which I had with me. I had one spoon, and actually this was not the stove which I had. This is my stove. It is very big and bulky and weighs more than what it should, so I should get a proper gas stove, but my uncle had it. He was not using it and I just took it from him, you know. If something happens, for an emergency stove I have it. So we decided to, me and my hiking buddy decided to split the weight and carry only one stove, and I was carrying only one stove which was like very small, and it only had this big canister of gas. In this bag I had my food. My food weighed about 3 kilos overall, and I had some granola, some pasta, some beef jerky, and some trail mix, also some sugar, salt, and tea, and some granola energy bars. So in the morning I was eating granola. In the evening I was eating pasta, and for dinner I was eating beef jerky and trail mix and energy bar. I didn't want to stop for dinner and start cooking, so that's why I decided to take food which was already ready. Now if you want to know the amounts which I took and all of the calories which I took, I will include a link down in the description so that you can check it out on how many grams of food I had. I'm a big guy, I need a big amount of food, and how many calories it was. And you know, I also have some extra weight in my waist area, so losing a little bit of calories would be a better thing for me. So I decided to not take too much calories. So if you want to see what and how much I took it, go in the description. Next, of course, I had my first aid kit. In my first aid kit, I had some bandages, elastic bandages, like small bandages for small cuts, some alcohol covered cleaning wipes, some hand sanitizer. Here I also had my wet wipes and toilet paper. And for medicine, I am always taking with me medicine for headaches, for diarrhea, and some painkillers. You know, I have back problems, so if it hurt, I would drink them, and they work for like 24 hours. And that was it. So for my shelter, I was using my hooped BV sack from AquaQuest Waterproof. You guys know this tent or BV. It's kind of hybrid in between. It works great. I have slept in it in minus 20 degrees, as you see in my videos, and it works great. And if you leave the rain fly open, then you won't have any condensation, and that's what I did on the trail. So guys, that's all of the gear which I had, plus 3 liters of water, and my pack weighted like 16 or 17 kilos, and with 3 liters of water and 3 kilos of food. So that is kind of on the medium size. It is not very light and not very heavy. I decided to leave all of the luxury items, so-called luxury items, at home and go as minimal as I could. And I think I didn't take anything extra. The only luxury item I had was the power bank to charge up my phone and my batteries for the camera. And the only item which is not here, which I had on the trail, was a small kind of GoPro kind of camera to film the video. So other than that, as you see, I don't have anything extra. I have only the essentials. And for clothing, I had my 511 Taclite Pro pants, I had my hat, I had 2 shirts, and 1 long sleeve shirt, and the down jacket. I had 2 pairs of underwear and 3 pairs of socks, because I wear 2 pairs at the same time, so that I can avoid blisters. So that was everything what I had. I hope this video helps you, and as I said, all of the links will be down in the description. I will try to look links to all of the gear which I have mentioned. I know I won't be able to find a link to like this pot and maybe a few more items, but I will try to look everything for you, so that if you are interested, you can buy it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you will also check out my trip video. I promise it will be very entertaining and very interesting. So thank you very much for watching, and you help me very much by sharing this video on your social media, and see you guys on the trail.